Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Monday morning news. Former President Donald Trump called for the termination of the Constitution to overturn the 2020 election and reinstate him to power Saturday in a continuation of his election denialism. In other news, an extensive power outage affecting nearly 40,000 customers in North Carolina's Moore County is being investigated as a criminal occurrence after crews found signs of potential vandalism at several locations. Lastly, Georgia voters have been through a marathon of elections, but data shows early voting remains strong with more than 1 million people in the state casting early votes. The runoff race between incumbent Democrat Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker takes place tomorrow. If Warnock wins, it will strengthen the Democrats' existing majority in the Senate. Read more headlines and news updates at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, college football playoffs are set. Georgia will play Ohio State. Michigan will play TCU. USC lost to Utah, so they got eliminated. TCU lost to Kansas State in overtime, but did enough to stay in the playoffs, man. So I'm glad that they did respect TCU's season this year. It's going to be exciting to watch. Cleveland Browns get the win over the Houston Texans. Quarterback Deshaun Watson's first game since being suspended. 11 games for being accused of inappropriate behavior for more than 20 massage therapists. He was booed, of course. Deshaun didn't look too good. Some say got to shake off the rust. I say, man, this is a big mental toughness mountain that he's going to have to climb throughout the rest of the season. We'll see if he'll be able to do it. Big news over the weekend. Deion Primetime Sanders and Jackson State wins the SWAC championship, beating Southern Jags. JSU will play North Carolina Central in the Celebration Bowl. But Prime also accepted the head coaching job at Colorado and had a come-to-Jesus meeting with all of the current Colorado University football team players.
Woo, that was tough.
I still have unfinished business to do at Jackson State because whatever I start, I'm going to finish. And we got to go win this championship. We're going to do that. But then shortly thereafter, I just want you to know, I'm coming. Not to compete, but to win. Not to show up, but to show out. Not to be amongst the rest, but to be the best. I'm coming.
He coming.
Oh, yeah, and basically he told them if you're not serious about football and you're not ready to play, you need to go and get in the transfer portal. And because it's the reason why they went. What was Colorado's record? They wasn't doing good, right?
I think they won one game this year, maybe two. Yeah. I got to go back and check. But, yeah, they've been struggling for the last, a decade, really. That program used to be strong back in the day. It ain't done nothing since. So, listen, he's got a challenge ahead of him, but what better person that can accept this challenge and turn that whole entire program around than Prime? Congratulations, man. I didn't think it would happen this year. I'll be the first to tell you. But, man, let's go.
But we got to have a conversation because it's a lot of blowback.
Yep, absolutely.
So at some point, we got to talk about it. I got a lot to say about it.
Because it's going against everything that he has been preaching. That's what a lot of critics are saying, including myself. So, but I'm proud of him. I'm glad he got the opportunity to coach on the next level. I think he's going to do an amazing job, but we'll continue to talk about it. Gary, what's up there, man?
All right, y'all. Kim Kardashian's camp, honey, is denying rumors, y'all, that she cheated on Kanye West with ex-NBA player Chris Paul. Now, quote, let's break this one glass for the last time before we get out here. And that's what Kanye tweeted the other day. He said, quote, I caught this guy with Kim. He posted a photo of Paul to the tweet and concluded, y'all, the tweet by writing, good night. Now, people are saying that this is definitely not true. Now, some people spoke to people, and they're saying this is not true, and sadly, it's an ongoing pattern with Kanye attacking poor Kim to redirect everyone's attention after a day of antics where he has said every hateful and offensive thing that he possibly could dream of, y'all. They're saying Kim and Kanye are officially divorced. So we're going to see if that's true or not, but then if anybody care, honey, I don't know, but Kanye said it happened, and if Kanye said it happened, it happened because that man knows.
Is Chris Paul a rapper or the basketball player?
The basketball player.
You think about Paul Wall, I think.
Yeah. So he know, honey, she cheated.
He might have touched it, too.
He could tell the difference, honey. So let's continue to lift all parties in prayer. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is mink coat. On the high end, you say mink coat, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segment's being brought to you by
I Hate the Homies podcast. Yours truly, Rock Teasy, and my man Griff and Super Dave. Wherever you get your podcast, check us out. It's Off the Chain, man. Brought to you by my friends at McDonald's, featuring their quarter pounder with cheese, made when you order and worth pulling up for. Bring it to Tat. What up there, Gub?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. Hey. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Rep for Jennifer Lopez has denied that she will be performing I Have Nothing in a tribute to Whitney Houston at the 2023 Grammy Awards. Whew, Lord. The rumor started after a tweet started circulating of J-Lo allegedly saying that she will perform a tribute, saying, I feel that Whitney's songs fit my vocal range very well. I'm going to sing I Have Nothing, and I will always love you. Well, after the news went viral, Jennifer's reps denied that claim, saying that there is no truth to this rumor, and that interview did not even happen. The reps said that the singer-actors team is looking into the origin of the audio clip, who was supposed to be J-Lo singing, but either way, it is not related to any Grammy performance. So they looking forward to getting whoever said that. They gonna get them because they don't play by J-Lo. All right, moving on, you guys. On Friday, Nick Cannon shared photos of himself in the hospital bed, and he revealed that he had come down with pneumonia. The drumline actor was diagnosed with lupus 10 years ago, and he wrote, okay, so I guess I'm not Superman. I promised myself I will never be back in this place again, but this is a great lesson to take care of you, or you will not be able to take care of anyone else, he captioned the post. He said, don't trip, though. He continued telling fans that he didn't need any well wishes or prayers, just some solid rest. Now, he added that his illness comes after performing a sold-out Wild 'N Out show in Madison Square Garden. He said the crazy thing is last night we was just rocking to a sold-out crowd in Madison Square Garden in front of thousands of fans. Now I'm all alone in a tiny hospital room. Life is a roller coaster. Hashtag lupus.
Boy, look at here.
You know, I mean, we can overwork ourselves easy and not realize the toll, y'all, that is taking on our bodies, because that does happen. So you have to take care of yourself and take some time, even if you don't want to, just a little bit, and do something relaxing. Go get yourself a massage or go get a sound bath or something. All right, last but not least, this is funny, y'all. During a recent interview, Ashanti revealed that she had an encounter with a producer who told her that she had to take a shower with him in order to have access to the songs they worked on. Ooh, she said one producer, like we did 2 songs together, he was like, okay, I'm not going to charge you. You my homie. And then when it came to putting the songs on the album, he was like, well, let's take a shower together. And I thought he was joking, she said. And then he's like, nah, I'm dead serious. You know, let's go out and let's take a shower together and I'll give you the records. If not, I need 40 racks per record. That's $40,000 per song. Ashanti said then she realized the producer was serious and she had to make some phone calls to make sure that all the business was handled. Ain't that crazy?
I want to know who he is.
Oh, ain't that crazy?
We can look that up off the air.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's trifling. That's trifling. You do some music with somebody and you want them to take a shower with you.
Maybe you just wanted to make sure both of them was clean before they sat down and handled their business.
No, thank you.
Nah, bruh. Nice try.
It could have been innocent.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot before you start talking Special K. Oh, Lord. Then coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. Rock T. Oh, God. Is it going to be funny?
Let's go, man. You're about to find out.
Oh, y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T's Joke of the Day. Yes, sir. World premiere. You've been waiting on it. You didn't sleep last night because you knew. You knew.
Indeed.
Let's go, Rock.
A man was driving down the road when a policeman stopped and pulled him over. The police looked into the back of the man's truck and said, why are these penguins in your truck? The man replied, these are my penguins. They belong to me. Well, you need to take them to the zoo, the policeman said. The next day, the same officer saw the same guy driving down the road. He pulled him over again. He saw the same penguins were still in the truck, but they were wearing sunglasses this time. The police officer said, I thought I told you to take these penguins to the zoo. The man said, I did, but today I'm taking them to the beach.
Yeah, he took him to the zoo.
I like that.
Like took him, like didn't leave him. Today we going to the beach.
Yes, sir.
And then tomorrow somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
I'm rocking with that one. Now that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
sir.
Lies.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Lies.
You said what, Brett?
Lies and deceitfulness. That is not a good one. Lies.
Brett, come on now.
That is not funny.
man said
Nothing
take
was
him to-
funny.
That was funny, Brad. He taking him to the beach.
He
I
took
don't
him
need
to
you
the
to
zoo.
co-sign. That's not funny.
And then Brady took him. Then the next day they had his sunglasses on. He took him to the. He said, "I'm taking him to the beach."
No.
Let that thing sit on your briggity tat.
That's all right. Let it sit on somebody else.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time for man law violations with the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Special K. Good morning.
Special kids, hey. Yeah, good morning. It is time for... I don't know what happened just there.
No, just a nice
Yeah.
intro.
There you go. That was a nice intro, man. I appreciate that. Well, man, law violations. Super Dave, can I get some appropriate music for this? I need all young men age 14 and above to be listening right now for the next 3 minutes. This is going to change your life and help you not to violate your relationships with other males. Let's start with this one. 2 grown men should never order milkshakes together.
Nope.
One of y'all get a milkshake, one of y'all get a regular drink, but both
Sprite.
of y'all cannot order milkshakes. Especially if you're in the drive-thru.
Cannot.
Both of y'all can't be sitting there sipping on shakes, bro.
Purse them lips.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one of them good milkshakes with that thin straw. Y'all suck, both y'all sucking hard.
Yeah. 2 men can't be sucking hard together in the same
wow.
car.
Okay.
That's not.
You got a
it's just
vein in the
awkward.
middle of your forehead, both of y'all.
It's just- and then you got whipped cream on the top of it. Are you licking the whipped cream off? No, sir. It's just all kind of wrong going on in there. If your woman picks lint out of another man's beard or facial hair for any reason, that's got to be the last day of your relationship.
Yeah, dog.
Oh yeah. That's
If
a
it ain't
wrap.
her brother, or no, no, she can tell him, "Hey, you got something in your beard." But if she reach over and take it, they go together. All right.
Or he done already hit.
Or he done already hit.
Yeah.
If you're about to bathe or shower and you got your homie on the phone, the second your underwear come off, you got to end that call. You cannot be talking to your homeboy while you dangling, bro. No, sir. No, sir.
You can't.
If
But
you're in
he
the
can't
presence,
see you.
huh? I don't
can't
care.
see
You can't be
you.
on the phone with another man and you ain't got no drawers on. Are you kidding me?
Okay, what's the next one?
If you're in the presence of another man and you're eating an ice cream sandwich, you can't lick around the edges of it to keep it from dripping.
You just gotta have to bite it.
You just got to bite it or let it run down your hand or something. But you know when you eat an ice cream sandwich, sometimes it melts. You can't just be licking around
It's
them
better
edges
to let
of
it run down your hand?
Than to be licking it and looking at another dude. No. You can't do that. And if you're at one of them crab restaurants they got everywhere, like Juicy Crab or Special Crab or whatever them crab restaurants, you cannot let another man crack your woman crab legs open for her.
Yeah.
Right.
Like unless both of your hands are broken in a cast,
Still.
Right.
You
or if
can't.
he the waiter.
And you really can't
Unless
crack
he's
his.
the waiter.
Even if he ain't got no arms, you still can't crack his.
Yeah, don't let another woman crack. Don't
You
let
have to-
another man crack
You
your
have to
crab
take it,
legs.
send them back and ask the waiter to crack them, and then
There
bring
you
them
go.
out.
But if he crack her legs open,
Yep.
I mean her crab legs. I'm saying if he crap. Okay, if your lady come to you and say something wrong with her car, if your lady comes to you and say something wrong with her car, you got to go out and look at it as if you might be able to figure out what it is.
Right.
Right.
You got to at least lift the hood and start looking at stuff, even if you have no idea. And if you don't know what to say, just say, "Baby, I think it's the thermostat." You can
must.
always get away with that. I don't care what it
must.
is. Just say, "I think it's the thermostat." All right, so grown men shouldn't have to borrow a suit from another man to go to court.
Oh, you can do that now. Kay.
Yeah,
Come
we
on now.
quiet on that one. Yes, that one doesn't seem that bad.
If you're over 35, you should own one suit at least.
Yeah, but there's a lot of us that hadn't been close to the Lord, and there's a certain. You might have
DK
to
got
borrow-
suits
Yeah,
two
but
for $99.
You know, with your homeboy suit on is too big. You look like Lavelle Crawford sleeves.
The big old shoulder pads.
Big old shoulder pads, yep.
Yeah, been there, done that, dog.
Probably got the
still
pictures
got the
to prove
tag
it,
on
too.
the you still got the tag on the sleeve.
Wait a minute, then I had to get one of y'all a suit coat or something. Wait a minute. I can't
I'm
remember.
sure thinking back, I think you did.
Had to give somebody a suit coat for what?
Rock T, what did you rock?
No, I wasn't a suit coat. You gave me something else, but I choose not to say what it was.
Oh, wait a minute now.
And it came in a pack.
They were brand new, but still, I ain't gonna
It
say.
don't matter.
Some underwear?
But yeah, they hadn't been worn though. I bought some underwear.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I bought some underwear that was too big for me. And I say, Rock, would you like it? They hadn't been open or worn. Now, Dave, is that good?
But y'all about the same size.
Oh, Rick, that's not good. That's a man law violation. Arrest this man. Arrest him.
Thank you, Dave.
Arrest him.
Dave.
Come on.
Go on to the commercial. Go on to the commercial. We're going to end.
This vote in November is not about the next 4 years. It's about the next 40 years. Let me take you back to Constitution and governance. The President of the United States has the authority to place men and women as judges all across the district courts, the appellate court, and the Supreme Court. This current president, in his 4 years, has appointed more judges than every other president except Jimmy Carter. In 4 years, President Donald Trump has appointed 198 judges to the bench, 2 to the Supreme Court, some 50 plus to appellate court, and the rest to district court. And many of those appointees will sit as justices of judgment for the rest of their lives. So when you don't vote, determine who stands at trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to sit in the jury and determine the fate of those in trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to help determine the judge that sits on the bench. So don't tell me you out here hollering Black Lives Matter if you don't vote. Black lives don't matter to you if you don't vote. Don't tell me you're mad that Daniel Cameron has not indicted the police officers who killed Breonna Taylor if you don't vote, because you ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
How dare you not vote? When we don't vote, we dismiss ourselves from being part of leveling the playing field of justice in the United States of America.
Yes, sir. Hey, tomorrow, man, we got a big election. Make sure y'all get out and vote. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, honey, is Sierra and her husband Russell in trouble? People are talking. We're going to talk about that next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, they're saying that maybe a divorce may be on the horizon, honey. It might be a subliminal message going on with the wonderful Russell Wilson and his beautiful wife, Sierra. Now, they're saying, y'all, if quarterback Russell Wilson, honey, loves the Broncos, they are saying, honey, that he'll give back some of that $245 million contract extension. And a lot of people saying Sierra may be stepping in on this one. Now, they're saying that the joke's on the Broncos. They say Russell Wilson got paid, y'all, with a no money back guarantee. They say if paid what he's worth, they're saying Wilson might not be able to afford a ticket on the first bus out of Denver, honey, rather than live in a $25 million mansion with him and his beautiful wife, Sierra, that only has 12 bathrooms and a quarterback who's thrown 8 touchdown passes for the Broncos. Now, they're saying winning is a habit and losing can also be one, too. Now, they're saying, honey, people sick of Russell Wilson, honey. He ain't doing right. And some people saying maybe it's his wife, Sierra, honey, that's doing things with it before,
Lord,
honey,
Gary.
go to work, honey. And they're saying since moving to Colorado, baby, they said Mr. Wilson has been a bad quarterback. And they said on Sunday, honey, he couldn't even enter a red zone, much less sniff the end zone, honey, against Baltimore. And now that's where Sierra came in there. So they say, honey, he said, quote, I've never really lost so many games like this, honey, Mr. Wilson said. He said it's a new feeling, honey, one I don't like and one I don't want to ever experience again. Now, the people are saying, yeah, right, honey, but that's between you and your wife, honey, but things definitely need to change, honey. And people are saying, you know, that he said if he really was all about winning another Super Bowl ring, honey, he'll find that same generosity, listen to this, in his heart, baby, to restructure and give some of that $245 million in his contract extension back so General Manager George Patton, honey, can begin patching a Broncos roster that's full of holes.
Now, why would he give any money back? That don't make no sense.
Ricky, you think he should give some of that money back?
Hell no.
Oh, no, that's the game. That's part of the guarantee, isn't it, Rock T?
Yeah, man, he earned that money. He earned that. Come on now. Now, he having an off season.
He got to win, though.
Yeah, he got to win, but you just can't take that money out of his pocket. He earned that.
And he can't win by himself either.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it him, or is there like receiver, defensive line issue? Like, is it a whole team issue, or mainly
at the end of the day, your quarterback is the most important position on the team. So when you win, he going to get the credit. When you lose, you going to get the blame for it. So it is what it is. They 3-9 on the season, so.
And he ain't going to always have a great game. Like, people
But here's the deal, though. Denver last year they've been a solid team for the last couple of years. They just didn't have a solid quarterback. So now they went and got Russell Wilson, who was supposed to be the savior, to get them back to the Super Bowl, so that didn't happen.
You sure that's not Russell Westbrook?
No, that is Russell Wilson, honey. Well,
honey,
I feel
not
bad.
Basketball.
Honey. I feel so bad for the team, honey. But nevertheless, we're gonna see.
He just got to get in his groove. He gonna pull through.
He need to do something. Sierra need to go make some new songs, honey, and help with the money.
Well, she got to do with songs, but she
his
had nothing
wife,
to do
honey.
with it, though.
She got a lot to do with it, honey. She probably dealing with him before he go to the game. She's supposed to just be a good wife before he go to the game and sit home and let him meditate.
How you know she don't do that?
Because he losing. But anyway, moving
Lord,
on.
Gary.
In other celebrity news, y'all, T.J. Holmes, honey. Oh, Mr. T.J. Holmes, baby. They said that messy cheating history have definitely been revealed. Now, we talked about it last week, y'all, but Good Morning America's fans were stunned, honey, after they revealed that Mary Cole's T.J. Holmes and Miss Amy Robach, honey, were having an affair. Well, they were saying this definitely wasn't T.J.'s first doggone romance rodeo. Now, they were saying Mr. Holmes had a 3-year affair with one of the morning show's married producers, a woman who, honey, counted his current lover, Miss Amy Robach, as one of her close friends. If y'all seen the picture this weekend, him, that Amy and that other woman that TJ was cheating with allegedly were good friends. She had told Amy, TJ is wonderful. He's this and that. So Miss Amy said, well, hell, let me find out then. Let me try. And, honey, she decided, honey, to go ahead and start messing with this doggone man, honey. Now, they're saying that the relationship which predates, honey, his affair with Robach caused the end, honey, of the former GMA producer, Miss Natasha Singh, honey, marriage to movie producer Gary Barron, whose credit includes y'all Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now, they're saying y'all that Holmes managed to savage, honey, his own union with his beautiful wife, poor Miss Mary Lee, honey. I feel so bad for her. They say, but nevertheless, honey, according to one well-played source, they said Natasha Baby was a producer for GMA based in Los Angeles. When she and TJ, honey, he was a reporter, began, honey, their affair. Now, they're saying Miss Singh, 37, honey, was the producer when Holmes traveled to Los Angeles to interview Jimmy Kimmel ahead of the Oscars in a segment that aired, honey, in February of 2017. They said she left the show the following year when she moved to CBS and Gayle King's morning show. But Singh's relationship with Holmes was lost no momentum, and they're saying that the couple was still going strong, baby, back in 2019. Well, Miss Robach now scrubbed Instagram accounts featuring numerous pictures of her with Singh, honey. She took them pictures down, baby. She said, I will pay. You could do that. She paid, baby, to have no pictures taken down with her and Miss Singh, honey, because like I said, they were definitely good girlfriends, honey. And she had to take it out because she wanted people to see how much of a tramp she was. But nevertheless, honey, that is T.J. Holmes.
T.J. doing community service.
Yeah, T.J. Holmes, he may be half but cute, but honey, he is not all that.
Apparently he is.
No, he's not. These are lonely women. They married to Caucasian men, and they think, I guess T.J. looked like he half mixed, that he could probably do a little bit more. But no. I feel so bad.
That's crazy.
That is beyond crazy. And they said they want him fired, but they said they can't fire him.
If you do all that, man, that's your way out the door. But he must have a tight contract or something.
You guys, oh no, Ricky, they gonna play him out. They gonna let him stay there, baby. They gonna let him stay for a little while, honey. Then they gonna say, honey, it's a big layoff, honey, and that's when they gonna give Mr. Holmes right on out there. And honey, his wife, Miss Mary, they gonna probably take him back like a fool, honey. She'd be crazy to take him back.
They gonna figure out how to get him out of there because it's bringing bad press to GMA.
It's sure doggone this. And some white man said this is a family show. And this man here acting like that, so honey.
And he black too. They trying to get him rolled up out of there.
They gonna remind him, honey.
Okay.
They gonna remind him, TJ, you light skinned, baby, but you're still of African descent.
Hello, that part.
Hello. So he gonna get reminded, but nevertheless, let's keep our parties lifted up in prayer, honey. TJ, I mean, I don't believe that.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. TJ, is that you? I see you hiding over there. But anyway, child, we're going to keep poor Miss Mary Lee lifted up in prayer. I like Mary Lee, and I don't even know her, honey, but I just
in my
feel
window?
Pow! The color today, y'all, honey, is mint coat. On the high, you say mint coat. On the lawn, you say beautiful brown, y'all. That's the color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake-up calls. Hey, get at me, 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Wake up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. Hey. Encourage each other and be productive. So come on.
Good morning. Hey, I'm calling from Orlando. Wake up, Naomi. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Phil, straight out of Goulds, Florida. Sean, Chaz, Jamie, time to wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Denise. I'm calling from Waynesboro. To my kids, Jackie Freeman, Adam Stone, Ryan Stone, and to my boo, Chris Hallberry, and to my best friend, Deidre Robinson. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Desmond from Marianna, Arkansas. Telling my wife and my lovely daughter, Shirley and Rosabella, wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is KK calling live from the 305 saying, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let them know. When you in Portland, wake up. Wake up. Charlotte, wake up. Wake up. Raleigh, wake up. Hey. Wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, this segment is being brought to you by. Hey, big shout out to Pastor Walter Solomon that celebrated his fifth pastor's anniversary in Anderson, Alabama. I can't remember the name of these churches. My mind's so bad, but I went and had a fabulous time. Thank you for the kitchen staff for the food. The food was so good. I appreciate it. And speaking of church and speaking of food, we got the one on. Well, we waiting on Miss Bertha called in, but I had a great time. And I had to sneak out the side door at the church, and the lady said, "You want some dinner?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she pulled me to that back, man, and gave me some macaroni and cheese, some little small peas. I think they field peas or something, but it was good, and some ham and some collard greens.
Was it good, dog?
So, man, it smelled good all the way. Only thing I wanted was some fried chicken, so I stopped at Jack's, and I was riding in the Cadillac, so I stopped at Jack's and got me a chicken dinner. And when
chicken good?
Jack's has the best chicken in the world.
I never tried that chicken.
Jack's chicken is better than Popeyes. I don't eat. We don't. And when you live in Birmingham, we don't eat churches and Popeyes. I mean, we'll go to churches and Popeyes, but Jack's is the best tasting chicken with that black pepper in there.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
They fried chicken is good, and they got good mashed potatoes and some good string beans or whatever, snap beans or green beans, whatever you call them. You get you a good chicken dinner at Jack's. No, it ain't about the hamburgers. Black folks, we don't fool with the hamburgers at Jack's. We go to Jack's for the chicken. Really? What kind of y'all pass by it on the highway? You see Jack's?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know they had good chicken though.
Me neither. I know.
Listen, like sometimes if you have to choose, even if you fry good chicken and if it's a Jack's spot, you're gonna go get Jack's and say we're gonna have a whole dinner, but only thing you go and buy is that damn fried chicken from Jack's. My mama do it all the time. I love Jack's chicken.
And they use black pepper in their seasoning.
They put because I started doing it. Now I put black pepper in the flour. Yeah, black pepper, and you can see the little black pepper right inside the bread and bread, right there, and then you bite it. It's an extra kind of a deep crunch, like a deep. It ain't like real crunchy, but it's good breaded. Chicken is hot and good pieces of chicken, not too small. Not the big
boy.
Turkey wings.
You stop the show and just go get me.
You hit them peas hard.
Hey, I'm about to order
syllables.
Do they have Jack's in Atlanta? They don't have it in South Florida.
I never heard of that.
No, but I see it all the time. I
up
see
and
it
down the highway.
When I was living in Birmingham, I saw it.
It always tricks me, honey, when I see that sign Jack's.
But I thought they was hamburgers.
But you think about Jack in the Box, like
yeah,
in
but
Dallas.
the sign almost looked like it though. That's why I always stopped and I'm like, and get a hamburger.
You go to Jack's and get you a damn 2-piece snack, boy. You'll be finger licking good. And I'm a cook. I am a real cook. But I have to tell you, Jack's got some good ass chicken. We was waiting on Miss Burt to call in. That didn't come through. So all program directors, don't get mad and blow up Derek's phone. We didn't do this on purpose.
No, I think there was some issue going on with the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, something wrong with the phone.
Yeah, with his phone.
Sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. But, hey, we're going to get ready for the next bit. We got the wake-up calls. We got the tea and the clue of the day. We're going to be talking a whole lot of trash. We're going to be talking about voting. We're going to be talking about this, that, and the other. All that and more coming up. Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Yes, sir. Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Who is this?
Boy, this is a very first grader Black Tony right now. A very first grader Black Tony right now. That what this is right here. I'm real upset, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm not trying to go off on you, because you ain't got nothing to do with this. But I'm very first grader right now.
Why?
Because I'm at the grocery store. I'm at Kroger. And I'm in here with my baby mom. My baby mom just left out of here. Now cut me out. Because we done got to arguing. Because she supposed to let me give me $100 off her food stamp. I told her I got to take some food back to my grandma's house because my grandma mad. Telling me I ain't brought no food back to the house. She said, so she sent me with a list. She said, look, Black Tony said, you better bring it back. Everything on the list. I don't care what you got to do. She know I ain't getting no money on the truck last night. She know my money kind of funny right now.
Right.
And I told her, she told me she gonna give me, then we done got to arguing in the line, and she done left out of here, and these folks won't let me leave out there till I pay for all this damn food.
No.
Maria. And look,
Man.
Maria, I know you know how you call them folks would bring your groceries to you.
Yeah.
Maria, you do that. Maria, can you do it? Because I know Rick ain't going to do it because he don't know how to do it, but you got kids. You'll call them Instagram folks and tell them to bring my food.
Yes, I will call them. I would. Yes, I would do that for you.
Okay.
Isn't that Instacart?
It is.
Yeah. Maria.
Hey, bro, what all that have to do with you not coming to work, though?
Gosh, I'm trying to get these groceries up out of here so I can get to work. Maria, you got a pencil?
I do.
Can you write down?
I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, I need you to call these folks. This is what I need you to order. It's a fanny size box of Fruit Loop.
Okay.
A 2-liter Fanta Orange, a Fanta Grape, a Fanta Pineapple, some sour cream and cheddar Ruffles, 5 different flavor Pop-Tarts. It don't matter. My grandmama like Pop-Tart. So Angel Mama frozen waffle, 2 pounds of hot link sausage, zebra cake, 2 boxes of pecan twirl, 2 boxes of flavor popsicle, blueberry ice cream, the Metropolitan.
None of that healthy.
30 packs of Kool-Aid. I need 20 packs of ramen noodles and mix them up. Beef,
this is all junk food, Black Tony.
Hold on. Go ahead. Write the list. Come on.
You writing it down, Maria?
I'm writing it down. I got it.
Go ahead, Black Tony.
4 boxes of fish sticks. 6 cans of beefaroni.
Got it.
64 packs of snack pack pudding. The 4-pack. I need 18 of them. A bag of green apples. That's the sour apple. A family size box of microwave popcorn with extra movie butter theater. A dozen of eggs. 5 Totino frozen pizza.
Okay.
And a loaf of bread. White bread. Sunbeam.
Sunbeam, yeah, with the little white girl on it.
Yeah.
That's
Maria,
Sunbeam,
please
I'm
order that
saying.
for me. I appreciate it.
I wrote it all down.
Is Black Tony, is that all?
Yeah, that's it. Just Maria.
Anything else you need?
And I'll give you the money. And I'll give you the money when I
You don't need no onions or no bell peppers?
When I see you. Nah, this all for my grandma don't eat all of that. My grandma like junk food. You know she can't.
I'm tired of them wanting to teach CTR in school. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that?
You know, he talked about doing a disinformation. What about getting a department that can look at young men that's looking at women that's looking at their social media? What about doing that?
I am with many police officers, and at the same time.
But these are real badges, and I gave this to my friend for all he's done for this country.
Bull out in the field with 6 cows, and 3 of them are pregnant. So you know you got something going on.
I go Google stuff, and I learn what stuff means, and I said, guys, that's the freedom we have.
If that is true, why are there still 8? Think about it.
You know, now you're getting too smart for it.
In the Bible I read, it said it's a man and a woman, and a woman is a rib of a man. He should have looked that up.
Yeah, dog. I got a new remix
Super
coming.
Day, get your cousin Super Day.
Please vote.
Super Day.
I would love to have a conversation with Dennis Rodman and Herschel Walker. That's a remix coming, dog.
Super Dave. You pray, he ain't no kin to you.
Play the Cowboys. That's my cousin. Yes.
I'm putting that together, dog.
I'm embarrassed.
Rock, you got some more of that?
Oh, coming soon, a conversation between Herschel Walker and Dennis Rodman. What would that sound like? Stay tuned.
I'm sitting here, I ain't even heard it, just imagining it cracking up.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all, the segment's being brought to you by.
Make sure you catch I Hate the Homies podcast with Rock, Teasy, Super Dave, and Griff, man. Get the sports download, the laughs, the homie talk on the I Hate the Homies podcast everywhere you listen to your podcast. Gary, what up there, Mike?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, we are congratulating Lauren Kiana Palmer, a.k.a. Keke Palmer, y'all. Keke announced y'all the other day that she was expecting a child with her boyfriend, Darius Jackson, honey, while she was hosting the wonderful show Saturday Night Live for the first time. Here's how that went.
There's some rumors going around. People have been in my comments saying Keke's having a baby, Keke's pregnant, and I want to set the record straight. I am. I gotta say, though, it is bad when people on the internet spread rumors about you, y'all, but it's even worse when they're correct. I mean, like, I was trying so hard to keep it on the down low because I got a lot of stuff going on. You know, people kept coming up to me, congratulations. I'm like, shh, can y'all stop? I got a liquor sponsorship on the line.
That's funny.
Yeah, so congratulations to Keke Palmer. Now, they're saying now after her announcement, Ricky, they said many people, baby, were wondering about that boyfriend. They say Palmer, honey, she kept her relationship with Mr. Jackson. His name is Darius Jackson. Fairly privately, though, when she does speak of him, they say it's with glowing reviews. And, you know, a lot of people saying that, you know, this is the deal who Darius is because, you know, I had to Google him, honey. Now, they're saying Darius is the brother, listen, the brother of actor Serena Jackson, who appeared in Issa Rae's Insecure. Now, they say he's also working on an acting career, and he's had worked, honey, in fitness as an instructor at Inspire Fitness. Now, they say Palmer was introduced to Darius by Serena's after she had a cameo on Insecure herself. And they went on a party and blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the deal. Yeah, I feel so bad for the African-American woman, especially when she got some money and, you know, and doing something for herself, because she got to get a brother who's the actor, and the brother is just, you know, he's an aspiring actor. He's trying to get a job.
What are you trying to say?
She got a broke damn man.
Yeah, I knew you was going to say that. That's why I said, I knew when you said that he was inspired, you start thinking about one of them twins from that show, The Real. And,
Jesus.
And what she was dealing with, and it just never, it never pans out. But
God, why damn body with some money or doing something? Why you gotta be a fitness instructor? Why she done made all this money and now you done got pregnant for this man, honey? It
might work out. It might work out. You never
might work out, honey. But I mean, why don't just work out from the start? You have your damn money and I have my money,
but
and
you know
we work
what?
together.
She probably don't want somebody that is as high profile as she is. She probably likes that.
Well, he don't have to be high profile. I mean, he needs to be working on a doggone 9 to 5 that's making some high profile money like her.
Well, he probably loves her deeply and she enjoys
he
that
loved
part.
her deeply, just like Wendy Williams' husband loved her deeply too.
Lord.
Straight to the damn bank, honey. I just said, Lord, Jesus.
And he trying to get his alimony back up.
Yeah, honey. Yeah, but I'm talking about now. He talking about, honey. He can't pay his car insurance. And he got some fabulous cars, and he said, honey, he's suing for his alimony. He said he need to get his money back. He said he live in a homeowners association neighborhood where you definitely got to pay your homeowners fee, or they're gonna foreclose on your house. He talking about they gonna foreclose on his house and what have you. It is
meanwhile, while TJ then left Sealy, and now he canoodling out here with this white woman that was in the store trying to look at the baby.
Nah, and you see how these white women do? They like, girl, look, like the Kardashians in particular. They ain't leaving out of their house with a broke Negro. You got to have money from the start. from the start. Now, honey, TJ Holmes and his woman, she's worth, I think, what, $50 million. So, honey, and she got thick coins, honey, but she making sure he got millions too. So she not going to sit here and be with nobody that's trying to have a startup job. She got a man with a job.
The lady worth $50 million?
Yeah, they say she got thick coins.
TJ wife?
Yeah, no, his white woman, Miss, what's her name?
Roback?
The Miss Roback, yeah, honey. She got coins, honey. And her husband is an actor too. So, honey, he got coins, but she not dealing with no startup, man. But, I mean, congratulations. I love Kiki as a person. But I just like, girl, you know when you have that baby and he break up with you, he going to try to get alimony from you. That's what's going to happen. It's been proven now. It is the new thing that's happening now with the man. The new man say, you going to pay me. And, honey, you can still keep the baby. And I know somebody that's going through that right now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I just feel bad for her. She was so happy. She did the Beyonce about and opening up her jacket on the show, showing us a little baby belly, and all that stuff. And he was backstage, honey, probably talking to some of the producers. But anyway.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Don't put that in the atmosphere.
I know, yeah. I'm just a
Don't put it in the atmosphere.
I know.
Please don't, Gary.
And I hope he wasn't, honey.
Don't
I hope
do
they had
that.
him in the green room by himself.
Oh,
but
look at that. Some white woman back there with a headset on. What they calling the production assistant?
Yeah, honey. She was
Ricky always instigating.
Yeah, but Ricky always telling the truth though, because he knows
the
the truth. It's about time somebody tell the truth and shame the devil. But speaking of telling the truth, y'all, this might be a good story. Let's go here. Tay Diggs, y'all, they say he got engaged, honey, to his new woman, honey, Miss April Jones.
Yeah, all right.
They say they were secretly maybe engaged. Now this is a big thing for Tay Diggs because you know Tay Diggs usually date European women. He was married to one, and April Jones is having a bit of African descent. So congrats, I guess. And she got 2 children already, and he's allegedly dating her. That's a plus because you know Leroy don't usually date Kizzy, and she got some children, honey.
She's the one that has 2 children by Omarion.
Yeah, she got 2 kids by Omarion.
And then she was dating Lil Fizz.
Yes.
Then they said she was dating Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Whoever she, I don't care who. She's still a beautiful woman, honey. She deserved to have somebody with a check finally. Hell, because them other
Not
ones
with a check.
Well, you know, Tay finally got a check,
Omarion
honey.
had got some money.
Well, he had got.
Y'all should follow them on Instagram. They're a very fun couple.
No, I love
to watch.
watching them. They are funny.
they
I'm
are
happy
funny.
for her, actually.
Yeah.
She found love, and I'm happy for him that he got somebody black.
Exactly, because you know that's just not right, honey. That's not the American way. So congratulations to Tay.
Well, he
and
married
April.
to the Frozen lady?
Yes, but he was
The
married
lady
to Miss
that wrote Frozen.
Adina Mendez.
Let it go.
honey.
Yes.
He was married to Miss Adina.
Meanwhile, TJ still right now as we talking, still with that white woman.
And he was on TV Friday, baby, and honey, he throw some cute little jabs, honey, and things like that. But we're gonna see how that lasts. We're gonna definitely see how long that lasts, baby, because they're gonna send TJ Holmes packing right back to
last forever.
No, because Ricky, she was married about 3 times, honey. This is about her 3rd fling, honey. She ain't for the place. She ain't gonna stay with TJ long. She gonna give him enough money to get him a couple of outfits and might get him a car and do some things, honey. But she gonna, honey, drop him like a hot potato too. So just stay tuned. That's how the game is played, honey. It was, honey, the chase versus the conquer. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is mink coat. On the hand, you say mink coat, and on the lunge, you say beautiful brown. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the team.
Shady.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all. Over the weekend, Deion Sanders fired up a crowd of alumni, former players, and other VIPs celebrating his acceptance of head coach at Colorado. Now, at the press conference, he had to say this about going to Colorado.
I know y'all been hearing the rumors and everything that's been transpiring around about my whereabouts and what I'm going to do. And I like for y'all to hear it from me and not from anyone else. It is what it is. Either in coaching, you get elevated or you get terminated. Ain't no other way. You either elevated or terminated. And it ain't no graveyard for coaches where they die at the place. It don't work like that. They either gonna run you off or you gonna walk off upon your own recognizance. I've chosen to accept the job elsewhere next year. I'm going to finish what we started. We're going to dominate. I'm going to be here to that end and that conclusion. And then when that conclusion, we will move on.
Now, to put this in perspective, Deion made roughly $1.2 million for the 4 years plus incentive at Jackson State. His new deal is worth $29.5 for 5 years plus incentives.
Yeah, so why does Deion have fans up in arms right now? He spent 3 seasons at Jackson State and led them to an undefeated season this past year, gotten JSU on the national spotlight, bringing in more donations and also highlighting athletics at HBCUs across the country.
But now for some leaving that number 1 ranked Jackson State to go to 1-11 Colorado at a predominantly white college feels like fans were pimped. Now, an article on Deadspin said he used Jackson State and HBCUs like cheap prostitutes to further his self-promotion. They continued that Sanders sold out, quote, the culture, and used the excuse, I got the program on ESPN, as the only argument.
So people on social media have been going in all weekend. Did Deion make a smart business decision for himself, or did he let down the culture to sell out for a bigger check? Rock T, what's your take?
Yeah, man. So let me say this first of all. I didn't think that he would accept the Power 5 offer this year, but let me say that I'm proud of Prime. I'm happy for Prime, him and his family, as he prepares for the next journey of his life. And in my opinion, Colorado got the best man for the job, and he is going to turn that program around and continue to be a powerful, positive impact in these kids' lives. Now, the backlash. Here's why he's getting a lot of backlash against everything that he has been preaching about wanting to get HBCU football programs and facilities on the same level as Power 5 programs. He's wanting the top recruits to strongly think about and considering choosing an HBCU over a Power 5 school. He was wanting HBCUs to be good enough to compete against Power 5 schools, and he was on his way of turning Jackson State into one of those powerhouse type teams. After all the backlash is coming from about, okay, you put your foot in your mouth, you said all this or whatever.
Okay, here's my question.
Now let me finish. Let me say this part real fast. You can't, and this is just my opinion, you can't determine what's best for a man's decision to kind of continue to grow and escalate. This is an amazing opportunity for him and his family. And why wouldn't you want to get a promotion at your job? Why wouldn't you want to grow up the corporate ladder? Why wouldn't I think I heard Special K say this. He don't have to do nothing else for Jackson State or any other HBCU program, because what he's done over the last 3 years has been amazing. And they should say thank you. Thank you for doing what you did.
And how much do you owe once you put yourself out there? He volunteered to go to Jackson State. How much do you owe when you volunteer to do something? How much of your life do you have to give to a situation to feed the culture?
It's going to take a whole Rickey Smiley Unleashed. The stuff that I saw on the internet yesterday, yes, it's definitely disappointing to see him go. I'm an HBCU graduate. It turned my stomach like butterflies. I had all kind of anxiety. I just couldn't rest. I get it. I understand. However, what I'm gonna save mine for Unleashed, because like mine is real deeper. About some of the same, along some of the same lines what Rock T was saying, but I'm just I'm real angry at the disrespect. That's what I'm angry about. And then I'm gonna level that thing off and give you some more examples and some more analogies to take a look at, to compare to this situation, and to have a real conversation about it in the next up and coming Rickey Smiley Unleashed, because Deion is a personal friend. You know what I'm saying? Personal friend. He supported this morning show from day one when we had karaoke. He shared, he's always shared with us in anything that he could do for this morning show, which he has. He has came every time we asked him to, and he's just good people. But I don't see nothing that he's done wrong. I want to know what y'all think. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9. Well, I know Gary, guys. Gary, Deion, that's your personal friend.
Yes, most definitely. I was on his TV show. I know him and all his family, his mama, everybody. But, I mean, people just, it's amazing what people are saying and doing. But, honey, I'm just letting y'all talk. Go ahead.
And what, Gary, Deion came to the morning show just to argue with you.
Exactly, all the time. So I love Deion, honey. But, people just say and do what they want to do and stuff. But it's amazing, though. But I can't wait till you do this Unleash.
Well, listen. I ain't never been so mad in my life when I saw what went on in that stadium yesterday, and I just really want to hear the other side of the argument and hear. Well, we got some callers. Right now. We're about to go to the calls right now. Let's go. Good morning.
My thoughts is you can't have players go to one school and you tell them not to go to a HBCU, then you take and go to a rich college and you tell players to go to a HBCU. Have one standards for you and one standards for the players. Players want to go to the best opportunity they can go to too.
Sure, I have a quick pro and con. My pros is that it was nice that he brought Jackson State back to prominence and he brought all the entities in there to help at HBCU. But my con is that when he was called out not being SWAC, that stands to be true too, because if you were SWAC, you live, eat, and breathe it, and you would die with it, and you would never leave it. So we scream and holler about how they need to hire black coaches. And once they hire the black coaches, now we calling them a sellout. I say, hey, he did what he had to do. He been spending his salary on advancing the school, and at the same time, his assistant coaches wasn't getting paid. So, hey, congratulations to him.
Well, me as a Jackson State alumni, I just feel like that we were fooled. He told us something in the beginning and got everybody to support him, and then all of a sudden something pops up, he takes the first thing that comes. And to us, we just feel like we've been misguided or lied to. I think that's the problem with a lot of the people that went to Jackson State. We just didn't feel like he was honest with us at first.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Did y'all watch the 60 Minutes interview? He ain't never said that he go back and look at the interview on 60 Minutes. He said he was very clear. If other opportunities, stayed 3 years. I didn't even know it was that long. I thought it was a second. He stayed 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the whole 60 Minutes thing that they did on Deion Sanders, it kind of put a lot of stuff into perspective or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
When somebody steps out of a situation that he stepped out of, he was very comfortable in retirement, financially very comfortable, just very comfortable in retirement. But when he volunteered to step out of that comfort zone and go to a struggling situation like Jackson, in a struggling city, in a situation that he didn't have to be in, he did that out of his own character.
Let me ask you this,
how much do you owe somebody in that situation? How many years of your life do you have to give before you're not considered a sellout for moving on?
Let me ask you this: did somebody counter offer? Did somebody say, okay, we don't have $5 million, but we got 3.5.
Come on now.
We can give you the other $2 million in incentives.
Come on now.
We can give you a percentage of the ticket sales at the stadium.
Let's talk about those ticket sales at the stadium.
Did anybody make a counter offer to Deion Sanders to get him to stay? Did alumni or even the commissioner from the SWAC, did anybody say, hey man, you got the money here, let's break bread? Deion, if you stay here, we'll give you some control over this, that. We'll do some split, because we did see an increase in the numbers of attendance or whatever. I know sometimes when I perform, I get a door deal. You understand? When I go into these damn comedy clubs, ain't nobody finna just keep making money, and then I don't make no money and I'm selling tickets, or I'm bringing some kind of excitement to the comedy club and I don't get a percentage of that door.
Well, let me close out by saying this, Rick. To stay on this ticket sale situation. Not only is he almost selling out the stadium at Jackson State, the home games.
Come on now.
But he's selling out road games. So he's putting money into the opponent's pockets as well. Because when Jackson State and Deion Sanders co-play, anybody on the road, everybody want to see that game. So that stadium is full as well. So come on, man. I mean,
I'm just saying, Rock T. You know, if the commissioner say, hey man, if you go down and you sell tickets at the Mercedes Stadium in Jackson State playing FAMU or whatever, we know you bringing a lot of swag or whatever, we'll give you, here's a bonus structure that we'll set up for you for every game that you sell out, and then we'll give you another check for $100,000 to go toward the athletic program. It's business, black folks. We so caught up in our feelings or whatever, we forget that this is a business. I ain't seen nothing on the internet where somebody made a counter offer or gave him a choice. Hey, it's either this or that. It wasn't no this or that. It was that. So we're going to be talking about it. I got a whole lot of breakdown because I'm going to talk about the culture. I'm going to talk about the culture on the next Rickey Smiley Unleashes. Everybody feel like everybody got to be dedicated to the culture. I'm going to show you what the culture did. Look at what the culture did while he was on the field. The culture. Right? Because the thing is, thank you, Deion.
Come on now.
Not by Deion. Thank you, Deion. That was wrong. And it was very disrespectful. Look at all the videos with the football players in the locker room talking about F you, Deion, and this, that, and the other. That's disrespectful. Who in the hell, and I'm not saying white universities don't do it too, but who in the hell want to be disrespected like that? Somebody give you something, now they're not giving it to you no more. Now they're a bad person. Man, please. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
Boy, when I tell y'all this is my favorite damn segment, I don't care, Rati.
It's that intro, dog.
Dave, hit it one more time, Dave. Please, Dave. I just need to hear it one more time. This will make my whole day.
That's passion right there, man.
Hit it, Dave.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
I'm screaming.
But I done slobbed on my shirt. Gary, when it came out commercial. When I heard them damn money. Gary, when I heard them Mighty Clouds of Joy singing that Fix It, G.
It just come out of nowhere so fast.
I love it, man, because we really want Jesus to fix it. We got the one and only Twan 360. Twan, good morning.
Rickey, good morning. In this troubling episode of Fix It Jesus, rapper Lil Boosie, he's responding to an interview that Gabrielle Union did back in 2021 with sports commentator Jamil Hill. Now, during this interview, Jamil and Gabrielle, they both agreed that Zaya Wade and Lil Nas X lives rent-free in the rapper's head, but Gabrielle Union added a little bit more spice to the ongoing conversation, saying that Boosie actually has, and I quote, penis on his mind. Now, Boosie said he ain't had nothing to say about his utter disgust and the Wades allegedly letting their child change her name and her gender at 15 years old. But since Gabby want all the smoke, Boosie said he's ready to let the Wades know exactly how the world feels about them. Take a listen to this.
See, the world's scared to say it. The world's scared, and I wouldn't go say it until you want to say that I have penis on my mind. The whole world, everywhere I go, I'm gonna tell you, they might be smiling in your face, boo-boo, but when they leave, get what they say. Boosie, you ain't lying. Boosie, you ain't lying, boy. You ain't lying.
What?
Ain't lying, boy.
I didn't understand none of that.
Oh my God.
What did that mean?
Boosie said that when he go out in the streets, people are actually agreeing with him that the Wades are inappropriate for letting Zaya change her name and her sex at the age of 15. So he's saying they tell the Wades one thing, like, y'all doing the right thing by y'all child, but when they get them in private at the church and at the supermarket, they saying a whole nother thing to Boosie.
They saying, you ain't lying, boy.
You ain't lying. Oh my God. But to check out the video, Rickey, just go to my Instagram page. Just search Twan 360.
That's nice what you guys are doing for your kid. Boosie, you ain't lying.
You ain't lying.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley the Morning Show, man. This whole thing with prime time and Deion Sanders got the phone blowing up. Damn it, Herschel Walker has called in. Have a big welcome to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the one and only Herschel, y'all. Come on. Herschel Walker, good morning.
Come on. Does he want to be a werewolf or do he want to be a vampire? That's what he want to be a werewolf or vampire because ACUBs they a civil rights group, and that's why people got to support the NCAA.
Right.
But you know, a lot of people don't understand. See, you don't understand. I want to be, because werewolf cool and everything. And doing that erection right here, this here going to take us to the promising land.
You talking about the whole Deion Sanders thing?
Yeah, Deion Sanders, because Raphael Warnock, you know he used to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You know that. I heard he a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You didn't be nothing else. Deion, he good. But he can't run the state of Georgia. He can't run the state of Georgia because he ain't from here. Both of us from Texas. Both of us.
No. Deion Sanders played for the Cowboys, but he's coaching at Colorado. He's not going to Georgia, Herschel.
That don't make no sense because in Washington, D.C., after I was there, we gonna figure out. If Deion want to be a teenage turtle.
Wait, whoa. Hold up.
Werewolf vampire. Take a piss.
So Deion want to be a werewolf?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make a promise to all the black people listening right now to me. I will start dating black women when they're all over with. I'm gonna do that.
What?
So Deion is a good football player,
right?
But we got to understand this here is an important erection, and people don't understand that HCUBs. It's important. It's important. It learn you things. It learn you. But he got to do what he got to do. And that's why he's voting for Raphael Warnock. And that's who I'm voting for.
Wait a minute. You voting for Raphael Warnock?
Yeah, because y'all be knowing that Raphael is a warlock.
Oh, no.
Think about it. Warlock. Warlock. You can't one letter. In there, he a warlock.
Got a point there.
Ninja Turtle. He a warlock. That's devilish.
Okay. Listen, so the election is tomorrow, and again, who you voting for, Herschel?
I'm voting for Warnock. He best represents the Georgians. And, I feel that men need to understand we got to support each other, whether you want to be a werewolf, Deion Sanders, or a vampire. It's good.
Gary, what's wrong, Gary?
That is the craziest.
Why you at Gary? Is that Gary with the S? He not knowing nothing about no civil rights. He thought
Herschel,
civil rights was wrong.
Herschel, you make sure you call us back tomorrow. What?
Deion not wrong on Colorado. Not wrong. Because he understands what this erection means.
That's profound. Amazing.
You said what you said.
Man, no, I'm not. Look, I'm not a Republican.
A Republican?
So I know all y'all on that show right there, you don't support me because y'all Democrats.
Woo. Boy, y'all better y'all. One time, y'all give it up for Herschel Walker. Thank you. Thank you, Herschel. Thank you. All right. One time for Tamika Mallory. Tamika, good morning.
Good morning, family. Good morning.
We are so happy to have you. Thank you so much for jumping on with us this morning. Now, we are on air nationally across the country, but tomorrow all eyes will be on Georgia in the runoff election between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. So why do people need to get out and vote and even call their friends in Georgia to make sure that they vote tomorrow?
Well, first of all, I just listened to your show, and I almost died before y'all came by. So that's one reason. Case closed, okay? But on the serious side, this seat in Georgia is not just a regular election. It's not just a regular seat. We're talking about the United States Senate, and that controls what happens across this country. We're so frustrated with so many different issues in America. We've talked about it many times. I've talked about it on this show, and I hear you all discussing the issues. The Senate controls what happens in this country. We cannot move federal legislation without having a Senate that will be at least sympathetic, to the concerns of the people and actually understand that they work for a group of people in this country who want to see things change. We want to see morals and justice and things happen the way that it is supposed to in this nation, what this country claims to be about. That will not happen if Herschel Walker becomes a United States Senator. I know that we, make a lot of jokes about things and we're trying to make light of it. But the big thing that is so dangerous about his behavior, the ways in which he sort of discounts everything in our movement, and how he has made it very clear that he will stand with those people that we work so hard to get out of the White House and an administration that we work so hard to block. It is not perfect. I would not sit here. I would be totally wrong to sit here and hypocritical and not say that there are things that the Democrats need to do better in this country and that I am not satisfied. But I do know that we could be worse off if we allow someone who will clearly be used as a pawn. He will be used as a token for conservatives, not even just, we used to have regular conservatives. Now we've moved to something that is extremely dangerous in this nation. And Herschel Walker, I believe, will back that up and will allow them to use him to take us back to a time that we fought too hard to step away from.
Oh, Lord. Hey, Tamika girl, that just gave me goosebumps, and you are absolutely right. But another story that has been breaking national headlines is the murder of Shanquilla Robinson in Mexico. Now, you've actually been bringing awareness to the case. Where are we now, and have they found this girl, Dejanay Jackson, since the arrest warrant was supposedly issued? Because it was going around that they did arrest her.
Yeah, well, Brad, you and I spent a lot of time talking about this at Portia's wedding. Just 2 weekends ago. It's a very, very, very disturbing story. And no, let's just get straight to it. The answer is no. We do not believe that anyone has been apprehended. In fact, when the FBI put out the arrest warrant, they never told her mom or the public, obviously, who the arrest warrant is for. So while we all assume, because we know what we saw in the video and the arrest warrant talks about a direct aggressor, we assume that that this woman, Dejanay, is the person that they are looking for. However, at the last time that Mrs. Robinson spoke with the FBI, she said that they did not know where the individuals are. So we want to assume there's an investigation. They're looking to bring these folks in, and we do not know. At this point, she has not confirmed. In fact, it has not been confirmed to her directly, mom or her daughter, Tequila, which is Shanquilla's sister, that anyone has been picked up. I saw that moving around on social media. I think somewhere along the line, there's a mixture between people who are purposely trying to get clickbait and, by appearing to know something that they don't know. And I know there are other folks that sort of pick things up, and the message was out there that there was an arrest. But as far as we know, it has not been confirmed. And I want to believe, talking about America and how crazy things are, that the federal government would not arrest someone over a week ago and not tell her family, her mother, that this person is in custody. So it's highly unlikely that anyone has been picked up.
Wow. Well, Tamika, I just want to say thank you for all of the work that you're doing. You do it with such grace and humility and confidence, and we really appreciate your leadership. For those who don't know about your nonprofit, Until Freedom, tell us about what you're working on now.
Well, we are a social justice organization, and we are engaged in different campaigns across this country that deal with getting justice and really making sure that our children grow up in a more fair and just society. Sometimes I struggle, y'all, and I thank you so much for the love and the constant support. And I struggle with this idea that, we are not doing enough. But it comes to mind all the time when I'm having these anxiety attacks. that it is only our responsibility to pick up the baton and keep it moving, keep the ball moving, that there's a generation of young people. I'm so proud of Mary Pat Hector and Tiffany Lawson and Reverend Stephen Green and others across this nation, those who are on the ground in Georgia right now, fighting to ensure that we uphold somewhat, just a slither of what this democracy is supposed to be. And so Until Freedom is an organization that centers people who are most marginalized. I'm on the way to Georgia right now. I'm in New York City, about to board a plane. When I get there, I want to go with Black Voters Matter and the National Coalition of Black Civic Participation to the places where no one else likes to go. We knock on the doors and work with people who are often ignored. That's our sweet spot. We believe that the strippers, the people who are on street corners, those, the Ray Rays, the Keishas, and all those who our society tells no all the time, that we say yes. You know, this society looks at those as being low propensity voters. That's the term that they use, which means they don't want to put any money in those communities. We look at those folks as high potential. The most potential is in our people, and that's what Until Freedom does every day. We get involved in cases and try to bring light and awareness to situations that are not getting the type of attention that they deserve. They say that, you know, we're clout chasers, and I said I'm going to get me a T-shirt and I'm going to wear it. I'm a clout chaser because if clout chasing brings justice to Breonna Taylor's family, to Pam Turner's family, to Ahmaud Arbery's family, George Floyd's family, these are cases that we've been involved with. Randy Cox up in Connecticut. We're fighting for people every single day, along with our brother, Attorney Ben Crump, and so many other fighting attorneys across this nation. And if what we do is called clout chasing, then I want to be the best clout chaser that has ever lived.
Come on.
Because we've got a lot of work to do.
All right, y'all, man. Tamika, thank you so much for your tireless work. And if people want to get involved on how they can follow you, let them know how they can follow you.
You can go to Until Freedom everywhere. We're Until Freedom. First of all, you can go straight right now and make a donation on my Cash App Until Freedom, $ Until Freedom. We're at Until Freedom on all social media, and you can go to at Tamika D. Mallory. You know, if you want to debate me, as long as it's respectful, I'm in the comment section. But if you get crazy, I know how to use the block button. So
come on
it's
now.
all love.
I love that.
Hey.
It is a huge day, guys. I know everybody listening, you know at least one person in Georgia. Even if only 5 people follow you, post something, say something, do something. This is funny, but it's not funny. It's not a play election. Tomorrow we'll decide how we move forward in this nation, and we all cannot sit back and be frustrated online. We write about it, we talk about it, but we have to do something about it, and we have a chance to do that tomorrow.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only Tamika Mallory.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 after the hour, y'all. The front page news is being brought to you by America's Best. At America's Best, you never overpay. So get 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just $79.95. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Monday morning news. Senate candidates delivered their final campaign pitches before tomorrow's runoff election. Georgia voters will be deciding between former NFL star Republican Herschel Walker and incumbent Democrat Senator Raphael Warnock. The Peach State's already seen record voter turnout during early voting. Ricky, more than 1 million votes have been cast. The outcome will determine if Dems have 51 seats or just 50. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump called for the termination of the Constitution to overturn the 2020 election and reinstate him to power Saturday in a continuation of his election denialism. In other news, a 10-year-old boy in Milwaukee, Wisconsin is being charged as an adult after allegedly shooting and killing his 44-year-old mother last week because he was mad she wouldn't buy him a video head game set. On Amazon. The boy faces a first-degree murder charge and up to 60 years in prison if convicted in the fatal shooting. Lastly, some researchers say cannabis is being overhyped. The medical benefits of marijuana are just starting to be explored, but one area where the drug might be getting too much credit is pain management. A recent analysis of 20 previous studies found that cannabis didn't perform much differently than a placebo when it comes to relieving pain. Maybe they just weren't getting the right one. I read more headlines and news updates at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Shout out to the college football playoffs. They are set. Georgia will play Ohio State. Michigan will play TCU. Those are the 4 teams. Man, I'm glad that they gave TCU
I can already
respect.
predict those.
Michigan going to beat TCU, and Georgia going to beat Ohio State.
No, Super Day said TCU going to beat Michigan.
I've been riding for TCU this whole season, and I'm glad they gave them the respect to get them in the playoffs, but I just don't think they're going to be able to knock off Michigan.
Kansas, though.
That's why I don't think they can beat Michigan. That's just my
And
quick opinion.
I hate to say it because everybody in Columbus is listening to us. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it. I just don't see Ohio State going to have to really put up a lot of offense against that tough, stingy defense that Georgia has.
Man, it ain't going to be Georgia, dog. It's going to be Georgia, Michigan. It's going to be Georgia, Michigan in the national championship.
Oh, you agreeing with me that Ohio State is not going to beat Georgia?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to say, boy.
No, come on, dog.
It ain't gonna even be close.
Georgia, Michigan, man. So let's shout out to Deion Primetime Sanders, man, and Jackson State. They won the SWAC championship, beating Southern Jags over the weekend. JSU will play North Carolina Central in the Celebration Bowl. Prime also accepted the head coaching job at Colorado and had the come to Jesus meeting with the current Colorado University football team.
I still have unfinished business to do at Jackson State because whatever I start, I'm going to finish. And we got to go win this championship. We're going to do that. But then shortly thereafter, I just want you to know, I'm coming. Not to compete, but to win. Not to show up, but to show out. Not to be amongst the rest, but to be the best. I'm coming.
While he was talking to every last one of us on their phone entering the transfer portal.
Yep, and he told him to do it too. You're like, listen, y'all may want to go ahead and hit this transfer portal right now because this thing's about to change around here. He's been receiving more negative backlash than congratulations, and we talked about it earlier, man.
Now, I wonder how the Colorado people feel about him running it. But the thing about it is people want to win. If they're not winning, and if they don't have the winning spirit, they got to go. He like Joe Louis Clark at East Side High.
Yeah, start from scratch.
And that's right, man. We don't want a good principal. We want Mr. Clark.
Come on, man. Like this first.
Oh, my gosh.
That's it right there,
let's
dog.
go. Fair East Side. From my son and always praise thy name. Praise thy name.
Praise thy name. Praise thy name.
Yeah. To East Side High, we long to victory.
Oh, Lord.
That should be the new alma mater for Colorado University. He coming. There it is, man.
Man, go. I'm done.
Brad got the hot spot, man.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
This is the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett.
I'm sorry, my bad. This being brought to you by
Cabins are
Rich
moving
Media.
fast for the Tom Jordan Foundation. Fantastic Voyage sailing 2023 on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Don't miss the boat. Go to fantasticvoyage2023.com today for details. Bring it in tat. What's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. You already know who I am, and this is the hot spot. I just want to say, last night, Escape did an amazing performance at the State Farm Arena. The 3 ladies held it all the way down. They looked gorgeous in all black. They were snatched, and they did not miss a beat. They brought out T.I. They brought the house down, and their little daughter, Eris Harris, Tiny and T.I.'s little daughter, came out when both of their parents performed, and it was just amazing. So I just want to say they did a great job.
Was it all of them?
Nope, it wasn't all of them. It was just 3 ladies. 3 ladies of Escape. It was Tiny, Tamika,
and they still sold it out?
and Candy. Ooh, they killed it. When I tell you the crowd was on their feet, man, they held it down.
God.
They held it down, Ricky. You would have really been proud.
Oh, my God.
I got some of it on my social media, So Brat on Instagram. So it is amazing. They look so good. They was snatched. No IG Jeremy, shout out to him. They stylists, they killed it. They really did. I'm so proud of them because people thought that, they couldn't hold it down without one person, but they're all solo artists. You know what I'm saying? They all have lead vocals, so they can hold it down no matter what another one of them is doing. If they had to do 3, if if they had to do 2, I think they would still do great. So that's the beauty of Escape. All right, y'all, let me just get down to this real quick. Friday, I told you about the arrest of Patrick Xavier Clark, who was charged with the murder, according to ABC News, Takeoff's murder. Clark's bond was set at $2 million during his first court appearance. Sergeant Michael Burrow emphasized that the investigation is still ongoing. Check it out.
But I can tell you, to confirm some of the speculations out there, the event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander. We've boiled it down to over 30 people that were standing outside. Literally every single one of those people left the scene without giving a statement to police. But it's important that those people come forward, and we will be looking to find you. It will be easier if you come find us. It'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for us as well.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's wow. In addition to Clark.
And so the guy that accused of murder, that's the guy that they're saying allegedly pulled the trigger that killed Takeoff. Now, who is he connected to?
They're saying that a 22-year-old Cameron Johnson was arrested on November 22nd in connection with Takeoff's murder. But according to the Associated Press, he was formally charged in connection with the case, but is not believed to have fired. So his illegal handgun, he had an illegal handgun during the fatal shooting and that whole thing.
But the guy that they say he was the guy that pulled the trigger.
Yes, they said he was charged with his murder. Patrick Xavier Clark, and he had bought 2 tickets to some tickets to leave and go to Mexico, and got an expedited passport to try to get out of here. So, Lord have mercy. We gonna continue to pray for Takeoff's family, because he was an innocent bystander, and all this gun violence needs to stop, y'all, for real. Whew. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Mark Morial with the State of Black America. And we got the Praise Mix down. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's time for the State of Black America with the current president of the National Urban League, Mark Morial. Hey, Mr. Mark, good morning, man.
Hey, Ricky, good morning. Good morning. Great to be with you. And today's State of Black America focuses first on Georgia, the Peach State, where tomorrow the showdown, the runoff election between Raphael Warnock, the incumbent and sitting United States Senator, the first African-American to serve in the U.S. Senate in Georgia since Reconstruction, and Herschel Walker, a Georgia and Dallas Cowboy football player. I was in Georgia over the weekend in Atlanta. I want to thank all of the partners, organizations who were there, Reverend Jamal Bryant, Bishop Paul Morton, and Deborah Morton, 2 churches, New Birth, and also Changing a Generation Church. I had an opportunity to visit and worship with them and be a part of this incredible effort where we had literally hundreds of people knocking on doors and canvassing, encouraging people to get out and vote. If you've already voted, if you live in Georgia, thank you for voting. If you have not voted, tomorrow is the day between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. 7 a.m. you must go in person to your polling place. You must bring voter ID. Georgia is a voter ID state. We want to encourage each of you to get out and vote if you've not voted, and make sure you talk to everyone you meet throughout the day and encourage them and remind them, get out and vote. So remember, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Is when the polls open and close. You must bring voter ID. There may be some inclement weather, but we're not going to let no rain stop us from fulfilling our duty and our responsibility and protecting our power. So there may be lines. So we're not going to let any line stop us from voting. Plan ahead. Vote early if you can. Make sure that if you see any irregularities, anything suspicious, any voter intimidation, anything at or around the polls, any suspicious robocalls, emails, text messages that you get that seem fictitious and phony, trying to say the election has been moved to a new date, all these sinister maneuvers that these haters use, beware, beware, beware. Report them to the Voter Protection Hotline, 1-800-OUR-VOTE, 1-800-OUR-VOTE, the Voter Protection Hotline run by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law. And that is Georgia. Finally and secondly, we are going to salute Mayor-elect Karen Bass of the city of Los Angeles. Mayor-elect Bass will become Mayor Bass on December 12th when she's sworn in as the first woman and the second black mayor in the history of the nation's second largest city, Los Angeles, California. She's got a distinguished record, former Speaker of the California Assembly, former Chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, a leader in Congress. She is ready and prepared to hit the ground running. So we send our best and we send congratulations to the people of Los Angeles for electing her, and also to her for her continuing work. I've worked with her for many, many years on police reform, on COVID response, on any range of issues, on democracy issues. She's smart, she's determined, she's measured. She will be a great mayor for Los Angeles. And remember, Los Angeles will host the Olympic Games in 2028, I believe it is. She will be the one to lead that effort. We are so certain. So with that, I'll say this, an important historical mark for all of us, and for the first time in the nation's history, the 4 largest cities will be led by black mayors. Eric Adams of New York, Lori Lightfoot of Chicago, Sylvester Turner of Houston, and now Karen Bass of Los Angeles. And of course, as a former big city mayor, having served as mayor of my beloved hometown, New Orleans, I'm biased, but I believe that mayors are the most important elected officials in the nation, have the power to make a difference, close to the people, responsible for basic city services, can level the playing field when it comes to equity. I'm lifting up all of the mayors of America, but particularly the African-American mayors. And Ricky, that's the state of black America. Georgia, don't forget to vote. Karen Bass, congratulations. And I'll see everyone next week right here on the radio. Once again, Mark Morial with this week's State of Black America.
I look forward to being with you on Friday in Birmingham, being with the Urban League. Mr. Mark, thank you so much. I'm so excited about that. I invited my whole family for this particular fellowship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just cannot wait until Friday. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Mr. Mark.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Yes, sir. God bless you. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.